Alright, part two of my Tumblr question and answer. Um, and so this doesn't go long, I'm just going to start with reading questions. What's your favorite smell? Okay, I'm going to sound weird, but my favorite smell is new car smell. I also like new shoes or tire stores. That whole, I guess it's rubber or the glue or something. I don't know, I just really like that smell. And to sound less weird, I also like cupcakes. Those smell really good. And I love those candles and stuff. I get hungry at the smell of those candles. That's so. Yeah, new car smell. The whole new leather, new rubber. I, I don't know. I just really like it. Okay. Favorite toy as a child. I have a prop. I had my favorite toy as a child, and I still sleep with her. I know I'm 20 and I sleep with a doll, but oh well. I'm not really all that ashamed of it. Her name is Melissa. My sister gave her to me when I came home from the hospital when I was born. So I've literally had her my entire life, minus like 2 days. And my sister actually had her before me. So this doll is actually older than I am. And she's in pretty good shape. I had to sew up her hands because they're getting kind of old. So it looks like she has all these scars on her hands. But otherwise, she's in really good shape for being 21, 22 years old. I don't even know how old she is. I sleep with her every night. She goes with me everywhere. Um, Even when I was a kid and was in Girl Scouts, she went camping with me. She has been everywhere I have been, except I think there have been like 4 nights of my entire life I haven't slept with her. I, it's more of a personal thing. I physically can sleep without her. I just don't like to. So yeah, that's my favorite toy. Her name is Melissa. Cookies or brownies? Probably say cookies, unless it's the type of brownies I really like. I really only like the Betty Crocker, I guess it's original or fudgy brownies or whatever, like the normal ones. I don't like chocolate chips in them. I don't like nuts. I don't like icing on it. If it's just the plain ones from Betty Crocker, I can eat the entire pan. I love those. But anything other than that, I probably won't like it all that much, and I will choose cookies. So, and even then, with cookies, it'd probably be shortbread or sugar or chocolate chip if it doesn't have too much chocolate. I have limitations with chocolate. It's not that I don't like it, I just can't eat too much of it before I'm like, too much chocolate. I know, I'm weird, sorry. Um, what is your dream job? So, what I'm going to school to be is a speech teacher, a speech pathologist, and it's something that I've been interested in, but technically, there are two other jobs I would probably like more, or three. I'm clearly in love with TV. That's why I have a Tumblr that's devoted to TV, basically. So if I could work either one of those like sites like Give Me My Remote or TV.com or something where they get to interview actors from TV shows or go to the Paley Center festivals or whatever, and that's their job. I wish I had that job. But I have no writing skills whatsoever, so I can't be a journalist and I can't interview people for the life of me. So I can't do that. Also, I always thought it'd be interesting to be a location scout or a set dresser for TV shows and movies. I feel like that's a bit more stable than acting, and I can't really act, but I'd still be like in the movie business, and I think that's kind of cool. I like noticing all the little details people put in that stuff and finding locations because I like traveling. I think that'd be fun. But working in the movies is not a very secure job option, so I didn't even consider actually doing that. And then I also love to be a dolphin trainer at like SeaWorld or a marine center, rehab center for marine animals. I don't really care. I love dolphins. Only reason why I didn't is because you have to do like marine biology and learn about fish and stuff too. I don't really care about the fish. I just like dolphins and whales and seals and like the water mammals I like. The fish and stuff, I hate fish and sharks, and I don't care about that. So that's why I didn't do that. I did look into it when I was looking into colleges though. Worst pet peeve is when people misuse terms. If they misuse curse words, like, okay, I'm about to curse. When people are like, oh, this fucking pencil. Like, how is the pencil fucking? It's not physically the act of sex, which is what the word fuck means. It's not doing that. And what did the pencil do? It's an inanimate object. When people misuse it like that, I get kind of annoyed, and but I've gotten over it a bit, especially because I sometimes do it and I get annoyed at myself. I don't like doing it, but I do. But also, if people use the word gay or retard, I will correct the person. I've gotten like arguments with people over it because I like will like yell at them for using those terms, but they hurt my heart to hear it. When you say something is gay for being stupid, you're calling gay people stupid. It's derogatory, and you need to stop. And same thing with retarded. It used to be mental retardation. They can't say that anymore because that word is so hurtful. I'm in the College of Education, and there are posters in my um, like in the education building saying, "Stop the R word, spread the word, stop the R word," or something like that. And the R word is retarded, and I really hate those two words when people misuse them because it's really hurtful for those people. And I know plenty of people who are mentally disabled or learning challenge or what have you. I went to speech for 10 years, so technically I was in special education, and so people could call me retarded, and so just I know how that feels, and I don't like it, and it's like my goal in life to make people stop using those words the wrong way. And that goes with all the other words, but those are my main ones. Anyway, which TV character do you think is most like you? Um, I'd probably say Tina Cohen Chang on Glee. And I like that the actress's name is Jenna also, but that has nothing to do with why she really is like me. I don't dress like I'm Golf, but she dresses like that because she's very shy. And even though her stutter was fake, it was still a speech impediment. So when the show first started, I connected with her. I'm like, oh my god, I had a speech impediment. I'm connecting with you. Oh my god, you're shy because of said speech impediment. Well, really, for her, it ended up being the other way around. I didn't know that at first. But anyway, so that whole thing is very much like me, where you get me with something I'm interested in, then I'll, burst. And once you know me, I'll be very nice and bubbly and stuff. But if I don't know you, I'm very quiet and I'm very like, I'm probably standoffish. And I don't try to be. It's just I can't help it. Um, so yeah, I'm a lot like Tina. I'm kind of like Artie too. I'm like a mix of those two, and that's why I like them. Because the whole I dress the way I want and I don't really care what other people think thing. Artie definitely has that going on with the outfits he wears. And I have the same thing. I wear, when it's warm enough for short sleeves, I have a polo on pretty much every day. And I just rotate them. I have jeans on and I have sneakers on and I have a sweatshirt. Every day it's like the same outfit with different styles. And it's kind of what Artie does with the grandpa pants and the big sweater vest. So, but yeah, I would say I'm like Tina. I don't really think there's any other character. There are characters who I wish I was like Juliet on Psych. I would love to be like her. She's confident, badass, and I love Maggie Lawson. I would love to be Juliet, but I'm not. Have you ever been cow tipping? No, I have not. I've lived near farms, but I've never gone cow tipping, and apparently you actually can't tip a cow and it'll probably just attack you. So I'm never going to try either. Guilty pleasure, music and movie. I don't really have a guilty pleasure movie. I feel I'm not big on movies actually. There are a lot of movies that I haven't seen that people are like, oh my god, why haven't you seen this movie? So I don't really watch movies. Guilty pleasure TV show though. When Hannah Montana was on, I watched that. Towards the end, it got kind of bad, so I would just watch it on Netflix online, like, a few days or weeks or months after or whatever, when I remembered that I hadn't seen the most recent episode. But yeah, I've seen every episode of Hannah Montana, so that's my guilty pleasure TV show. And music would probably be some of those Disney singers, Jonas Brothers, like, not so much anymore, but like a while ago when they were big, I did kind of like some of their songs, and I do still have them on my iPod. I just don't listen to them. But they come up on shuffle. I'm probably not going to skip them either. So yeah, those are probably my guilty pleasures. Kind of embarrassed about that. It's true. If you suddenly turned into a vampire, who would be your first victim? Now that means that I'm not actually killing them, so I can't say like Justin Bieber or someone who I hate. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I can't really answer that. Because I feel like if I was a vampire and then they would have to live forever, so I'd have to like them. But I don't want to like them enough that I'd be like, oh, I'm killing and turning into a vampire someone who I like. Even though I guess if I was a vampire, I wouldn't have a soul, so I probably wouldn't care. There's too much going into that, and it depends on which mythology you follow. So I don't know. Sorry, Suzanne. um, was one of the happiest memories you have from childhood? I can't think of a specific one, but I was really happy when my grandma was alive. She died when I was 8, and so that was, what, 12 years ago. I still miss her. So she was like my favorite person. So really being with her, doing stuff with her, being at her house, I think I really like that. And especially when it was my big, gigantic family, because my mom was one of 8, and almost all of them but one had kids. Well, I guess at the time when my grandma was alive, only 6 of them had kids yet. But anyway, so there were a lot of kids around in that house. So yeah, any time before I was 8 when I was with my grandma, I can't think of a specific time, but just that in general made me happy. Oh, and just so you know, when I said that I was allergic to cold, that is a hive right there on my hand that I've been scratching because my hand is cold. And I should probably have a sweatshirt on because it's kind of cold in this basement. I have a giant blanket next to me, but I don't want to look like a weirdo in this video with a blanket on, so I'm not wearing it, and hence the rash in my hand. And this video is now at 11 minutes and 40 seconds, so I will say goodbye. There are 3 questions left, and if I get more tonight or tomorrow, then maybe I'm making the 3rd video, and I'll do those. But they're kind of hard questions I don't know the answers to, and one of them, yeah, if I get more questions, I'll answer them, but otherwise they're kind of hard and I'd have to think about them more, so I won't make another video tonight. But if I get more questions, feel free to leave me questions, by the way. Then I'll answer those in the next video if I make another one. If not, this is it. Thank you very much for those who sent me a video, and sorry this one is so long. I think I just talked for 20 minutes combined. Oops. Sorry. This is probably not going to get views from anyone they're so long. So there, you didn't see that because no one watched. No, actually, probably I'm going to check the YouTube views. There'll probably be like 5 views. But that's okay. Whatever. I'm bored. So